Hey everyone, this is LG here, and today's message is going to be being alone isn't the same as being lonely. For a long time, you might feel, man, I'm alone. This sucks. Why does anyone like me? Why don't I fit anywhere? Why do I get in bad partnerships? Why things don't go right for me? It's because you need to be alone, and you got to understand that being alone is where the power is. Being alone is where you're able to foresee, you're able to utilize your intuition and the quietness in that space to start understanding yourself. And for a lot of us right now, especially what's going on, is that you're starting to feel these gifts, these abilities pop up, but we're so much getting distracted to the point that we're not careful. We'll desensitize all these things. It's all there. So understand that when you're alone, that's where your recalibration starts occurring. Kind of like you're like in Jedi training, right? You're trying to sit with yourself. You're trying to understand your the image I get right now is like Spider-Man. You know, when Spider-Man got bit by a spider and he's trying to figure out how to use his webs and he's like tripping over his own feet. He's getting all caught up and stuff and he's all tore up. Yeah, it's because we have to like it's like our training wheels, you know. And once we start getting the hang of it, we're like, you know what? It's not so bad being alone. It's actually very powerful. And the cool thing about it is that when you do step out and when you do go out, people start getting weird around you. That's okay too. It's because once you're filled, your energy starts changing because you start evolving. You start putting in that good work inside yourself where you're making all that greatness starts happening within you. So it's okay. And put in the comments if maybe you can help some other people out in the comments of, yeah, once you start putting in that good work in, you start seeing the changes that are occurring within yourself, and then your lenses start changing. I know in my other video I talked about the virtual reality, where sometimes we get caught up too much in our head, in our thoughts, and we start creating a campaign mission that really doesn't align with us, and sometimes we lose our footing because we're just so caught up that we lose our trajectory in life. So if you're out there, you're feeling alone, it's okay. That's where the magic is. That's where the transformation is. And that's where you need to start scheduling. Like for me, for example, I have a calendar. You can do Google Calendar or however you do your calendar or log it. And as you start really scheduling, like throughout the year, you can do it monthly, you can do it quarterly, however you want to do it. But if you go back at those calendars, and I'm gonna use a video game reference, you start looking at those checkpoints, those baselines, you start seeing like, man, I did that. Look where I'm at now. Man, I was that like 3 months ago. Man, look where I'm at now. So you'll be able to get a track record because sometimes we put all this work in, and sometimes we're like, man, am I making any progress? I don't see anything happen. I feel like I'm still lost or whatever. But when you really sit back and you get to take a look of all that information and everything that you've logged, you'd be like, man, no, I am somewhere. I am aligned where my vision wants me to go, where my intuition is guiding me. Because we're all called, we all have a mission, and that's where I think for me, I when I do a lot of meditation, I'm getting ringing in my ears right now. When I get a meditation, what occurs with me is that I don't know if you guys ever watched the movie Next with Nicolas Cage. Well, when I sit in meditation in the present, I start running simulations in my mind. So basically, I start sitting back and I start thinking, and I'm like, well, if I go this way, if I go that way, if I go this way, it's actually a lot faster than trying to figure it out physically. So sometimes if you sit back and you meditate for however long, or you can lucid dream too as well. I don't know if you guys know about that, but that's where I kind of run simulations, kind of like an X-Men when they had that war room simulation where they're getting ready. That's where the training is, and that's where you can kind of foresee your directions. And then when you come out of it, you're like, I know what to do. I know where to go. But you wouldn't be able to do that if you didn't took time to be alone, because that's powerful. Being alone is powerful. I'm just letting you know it is. And if you put in the comments, I hope everyone feels the same way I'm feeling, and maybe share their perspective on it too. But that's where the magic is, and that's where the transformation is. So if you're out there and you feel alone, that's okay. Have a good day.